Welcome back to the From Harvey with Love podcast. I am your host, Harvey World Drizzy. We got us another one today. Today we got a reaction. We're gonna go ahead and react to one of my favorite channels. Another they're a newer channel. They up and coming on the road to 100K right now. The Daily Wrap Up Crew with my boys Eli, Ace, and Drew. They had some They recently had some birds on the show, and so what we gonna do is we gonna get into it. We gonna break it down. So it's the podcast is actually pretty long. It's about an hour long. We're not gonna go over the whole hour. We're gonna knock out the first maybe a couple questions that they have, and then I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you guys could go ahead and go watch the video in its entirety over there on their channel. Make sure to give those guys a like. And a subscribe. It's good content. If you like this content, you should like theirs. On today's particular episode, though, they had some real birds, the Pookie lovers, and it'll be evident. You can tell. Not all of them. I'll take that back. There's 4 females on there altogether. 3 are absolute birds. 1 has bird qualities, but I believe she can be saved. So, without further ado, I'm going to just go ahead and get right into it. Let me get this brung up. Here we go.
Do y'all think women would prefer to be approached by a man like alone or in a group?
Me personally, I would like alone. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it's in a group, if you stand out, it wouldn't matter to me. But I would.
Just a little context. She's like a bottle girl or something like that. Like she work in clubs. You can tell how they dress. Now it's hot. They in New York. It's hot as hell up there. I get it. But come on now. So the 3 birds that I'm talking about is the Neapolitan bullshit right there in the middle. Right there in the middle. Those 3 right there in the middle. Light, vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate right here. Chocolate don't say too many. The logic is bird-like, but it's not nearly as bad as these 2 right here. These. I would let them expose themselves.
I would prefer to be approached alone, because that means that you have your own. You're gonna do your own thing. I feel like if you're in a group,
you mean the man in the group or the woman in the group?
I'm talking.
You said women. He said women.
Yeah, woman. Yeah. Like if a man approached you, you feel more comfortable in a group or
she with her friends, or you mean the guy with her friends?
I'm talking about if she with her friends.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if me? Yeah. Oh no, if I'm with my, it really doesn't matter. Cause you know what? It'd be better if I'm with my friends, because that means that you really show that cause it's a bunch of bad bitches. So that means that I stood out a little bit more. I know all my friends is bad, but I stood out some more, and that means that you shooting your shot. You want me?
Your friends gonna be hating though?
Nah, I don't. If my friend is a hater because a man want me, then she ain't my friend.
Man. And that's where the cap begins. They leave out with a grenade launch on deck. The big back linebacker that ain't gonna get no man. She's only there to deter other men. That she is the bodyguard. Talking about something, if she gonna cock block, she ain't my friend. It's her. That's how she got on the friends list.
Right. No, I mean that's fair. That's fair. We gonna get into that. But
yeah.
How you
got
feel
to break that down, brother.
Yeah, either or is fine, but I think I would rather just me. No, probably in a group as well, because I have a really good group of friends, and I feel like they'll let me know, like, girl, no. So yeah, I'd rather a group of people.
They'll let you know.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes your friends be blocking your blessings. Like,
they'll let you know.
They be like, no, and that be like, man, that mean they love you.
They'll let you know what you want. Just
Your life right there. Like,
Don't know that nigga from a hole in the wall.
They real friends, so they wouldn't do that to me.
They be coming up to you, excuse me, can I talk to you? Boy, bye. Boy, ain't nobody trying to talk to you. I'm like, bro, I'm not even trying to talk to you.
but as soon as a nigga pull
You
up,
have that, though.
hey, shawty. And like,
Don't never approach me saying, hey, shorty, because no.
I mean, if you from the South.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Them hey, shorty, they be lit. What? Because, no, you know.
And that's an example right there. That's another example of bird logic. Follow what she said now. Don't ever approach me with, hey, shorty, what she said out of her mouth the first time. This is, fellas, this is why you don't listen to what the fuck they say. Now, women, y'all could, I hope y'all in here too. Y'all can come on in. Y'all can listen too. Because this is an example. This is what y'all sound like. Because I know in your mind this ain't what's going on. But brothers, understand this. She just said, don't ever approach me with no hey shawty. Then he said something about maybe if he was from down south, then all of a sudden, hey shawties be lit. She don't know what she want, man. Brothers, your best bet is to be put together and to have confidence. The same thing that they're going to tell you don't work works every time for somebody else, for the right guy. They going to tell you, what you doing, text, give me something more than that. The dude she waiting on, what you doing is just fine. It's just fine. For the right guy, it's just fine. So understand, if she's pressuring you, you just not the right guy, my boy. We should focus more on dating women that actually like us. It'll be easier that way, because if you get caught up in what they believe and what they feel and what they say, brother.
I take that back. Yes. Them hey shorties be lit sometimes, but then you got the bullshitters.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't from the South.
So if you're not from the South, no hey shorties, what you saying?
No, I'm saying sometimes it might be lit. If I'm in Texas or something like that, I don't know if that's
Now,
the lingo,
anybody can
but
hate
if, like
shorty.
let's say North Carolina. All right, let's say North Carolina or something, and he's like,
Boyd is not here. Like, last nigga that was saying. Like,
okay, well, let's say we in South Carolina, North Carolina. You know, it's good dudes out there. Most of the time, honestly, I feel like South people are better than up here.
Better?
Because
Wild word.
and I feel like that because I feel like they were kind of raised different than how we were. Because first of all, a lot of times, not saying that up here we wasn't raised off love, but a lot of times the South they're raised off love. Their morals be totally different than how ours would be.
them niggas still trying to just get some pussy.
No, that's true. No,
agree.
no, you're
That's a
right. Hold
fact.
up.
They're trying to get
Listen,
some
I'm
pussy
gonna tell
just
you,
like me.
any nigga with
They got manners though. They just trying to get some pussy, but they gonna open doors. You know what I'm saying? They gonna open the car door. They gonna do all they gonna pull the seat out. They gonna call your mama ma'am or miss whatever. You know what I'm saying? They gonna do all of that. But Drew's right too. At the end of the day, it's a dick in them pants. So they on the same mission. It's just they just a little smoother than them New York boys with them the accents that them niggas at. It ain't as, you know what I'm saying? It ain't as homely. It ain't as, what he say, mannerly.
what's something between their legs most of the time is trying to get pussy. No matter where you're from.
You said any nigga with something
What?
between his legs.
I'm just saying, if you carry, because boy, there's a lot of, I can't say, I don't know if I can say it up there.
Yeah, all the
but
men don't
You
got
can
something
a lot
between
of
their legs
guys,
now.
you know, that's everywhere you
Alphabet
go.
gang
But
gonna
I'm
get
saying
you.
a lot of times the South, they're more.
Mannerly.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
First of all,
That
that
Southern
mannerism.
hospitality, like-
Yeah, their hospitality is way different. Like even when you go to a Wendy's or anything, it's way different than up here. Like you know what I'm saying? Everything down there sometimes is like it's better.
So they
Everything
get
is
away with
better
more.
down
is
there.
what you saying.
No, I didn't say
That's what they
that.
sound like.
No, their mannerism and their characteristics sometimes are better. Let's put it like that.
With y'all being from the
Cut out
South, are y'all more attracted to New York guy swag? Would you say?
This nigga
I think
asking
I'm
about
attracted
swag.
to
Drew.
masculinity overall.
Okay.
But I agree with what you were saying to a degree, but I do feel like it's about the packaging.
Right.
She,
You know,
she the
men
one I
are
think
about
is
approach
might be worth
and
to
Right.
save.
the aura of what they give and the illusion, but then
Right.
when you get behind that,
It's like, yes, but like I said, that's like with any man.
Yeah.
Because you could find a man that you'll be like, oh wow, like what the, like could blow you away. Like I mean, could have everything, and it's not about. I'm not talking about money wise. I'm talking about their vibe, like their persona. Everything could be like, damn, like you know, like you could go out a motherfucker and just like have fun. And,
I wish she shut up.
Okay. You know, you could just like have a good, and then once you get to know somebody, I kind of was dealing with a situation like that recently. Once you
course
get to
you
know
were.
a person, it's like it sometimes can make you take a step back because like, hold this.
Fellas, tattoo across the titty meat, red flag. We talking about titties. You talking about the one thing on earth that needs no marketing. You don't need to put. You need to wrap the titty. You ain't got to do nothing to the titties. Nothing to them. When you so thirsty that you gonna tat the titties, you want to draw eyeballs to them. Hey, be advised.
Not the person
Be
that I met.
advised.
You know what I'm
Get into
saying?
the
Like when you
latest.
first meet them, it's like, okay, this is it. This is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times dudes think they can approach you a lot nowadays with money or their flashy jewelry or
That's
something.
what works.
No,
That's
That's
what
what
women
y'all
portray.
think.
No, that's what
No,
women
that's what
portray.
y'all-
Now listen to what she said. Like, what type of men doing that? That's why I call them Pookie lovers. Her for certain. The jury might be still out on the other two on the couch. But the only guy that's gonna approach you on some monkey shit like that is a Pookie or Ray Ray. They're the only ones that's gonna be doing that. So the problem that I'm having, ladies, is what I keep telling y'all is those guys shouldn't have access to you at all. At all. So that's why I don't talk to them. That's why all men, some men are ass. Yeah, it's these dudes, Pookie, Ray Ray, the ones that's gonna run up. And y'all think money doesn't make the man. A lot of Pookies got good money. A lot of Pookies make good money. There's no correlation to how the amount of money a man makes and whether he's a good man or not. There's not. So you might have a high level Pookie. He might be a scammer. He might be a rapper. Might be a trapper. Whatever he is, he's still an unscrupulous motherfucker. He's probably gonna waste your time.
No. That's not what work. It depends on what type of woman you're going after. And if you're going after that woman, guess what? After that flame and that all the good thing is done and that smoke is clear and it's just you ain't gonna get that same woman.
I hear you, but there's like, I would say there's multiple like gentlemen out there that approach women with the, oh hey, how you doing, and they just
They might get
walking.
it
They not even getting. You can't get another sentence after that. Hey, how
Yo,
you doing?
didn't your friend have an instance where he approached a woman respectfully?
And she said, and then he was like, oh, I'm just trying to tell you that I find you attractive. I don't need no nigga to tell me I'm attractive.
It ain't no doubt in my mind that happened to his homeboy, but I'm gonna tell you what else I know. His homeboy don't look like that. Cause let me tell you, like if you walk up and you was her cup of tea, and you know what I'm saying, what she was looking for, even if she wasn't looking to date, I'm not necessarily saying she looking to date, but they all got a type. They all are attracted to something, and if you was that in any way, you would not have got that energy from her. Either that, or where was she when you approached her? What was she doing? What was she? Did you read the room? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you don't know. She might have just got fired from her job or some shit. Now you in her face. She don't want to hear that shit right now. It's no way for you to know that. But what I'm saying is you can get nonverbal cues from the way she's, watch a little bit. Not on no stalky shit, but you get it.
Is what she replied to
You're
him.
gonna have those.
And I just, it's hard for men to give women compliments nowadays.
No, you're right about that.
You can't have a second sentence after yet.
Say something?
Sure.
I think it's a lot of the times women, especially when we're by ourselves, we're kind of on a defense. Like we have to be alert. Like of what's going on around you. So sometimes it's not even the fact that, now I don't know about her, but like sometimes it's not that you are trying to be rude by saying like, no, like don't talk to me. It's just like you're trying to protect yourself because you're out here by yourself. And some dudes, in some instances where you have been like, oh no man, I want to give you a number you could say respectfully. Niggas will cuss you out, chase you, like
you at
walk
the gas
behind you.
I do feel like there's those.
That's Pookie now. That's following you and harassing you. Like, fellas, the gas station ain't a good place. It ain't. Now, I also understand that sometimes you might have to. But I don't know what you got to do. If you got to have you some gas station game saved or something, because you going to have to come with something more than, hey, mama, or hey, Sade, or whatever the fuck it is, to get her attention. After you got her attention, you got to leave with something, because the gas station, I'm telling you, it ain't the place. So your best bet is just, I mean, it might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but if she that bad, you got to lay down the gauntlet. But other than that, I'm going to tell you, fellas, 9 times out of 10, most times, it's not worth it. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't even know. I don't even want to speak to the quality of the woman that would receive you at the gas station. I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Guys, right? But what about the men that, not every dude is aggressive.
Not every dude is aggressive, but it's been so many instances where women have dealt with that they have to be on the defense.
So what is the approach that, a man should make to get that?
I mean, it depends on the female.
Right.
So
it
depends.
Some women are just going to.
How is men going to?
Remember, everything is always subjective and intangible. Like, they going to try to tell you, like, when it's just right. It ain't never just right. It's when you're just right, brother. So, like, to be honest, this game is a game when you looking for the one, and we talking about approaching cold approach, which it's a numbers game at that point, brother. Like, you got to treat it like you a salesman at that point. When I first got into real estate, we used to do cold calls. You know how many times I got hung up on right away? 8 o'clock hit, it's legal to call. We start calling. Calling for sale by owners. They don't want to talk to you most of the time. A lot of times you can get them to give you a conversation, but most of the time they hang up on you right away. I can't afford to to take it personal. That client didn't know me. That person didn't know me. These women, they don't know you. So it's impossible for it to be personal. Like, right? She looked at you. She made a judgment. Hey, it wasn't favorable. Move on. Matter of fact, kill her with kindness. Kill her with kindness. Keep it pushing. You fuck you then, bitch. That ain't. That's low. That make her feel bad about rejecting you. Yo, bad. I don't mean no harm, man. And keep it going. Keep it pushing, because life goes on. She looked good that day. You shot your shot. She slammed your shit. Go about your business. It really ain't that simple. I mean, it's really just that simple. It's just that simple.
I know that. Like, we gonna have to just keep
I don't feel
rolling
like
the
you
dice.
should be- I'm sorry, go ahead.
So do you think that it's better to approach a woman when she with her friends?
I personally
Going back
think
to the root.
you should approach a woman with her friends, or like if it doesn't, like, just not when we look like we vulnerable. I feel personally.
Not when we look like we vulnerable.
I mean, every once in a while, it's just you gotta feel it out. Like, every once in a while, women will give you.
Yeah, you gotta read the
herself.
Yeah, I get it. Don't try to holler at her in a dark alley. Or you know what I'm saying? I get that. But when you feel vulnerable, like the way women speak today, you think we was in a stone age. Like, they was getting hit over their head and drug into caves at an alarming rate. But that's just not the fact of what's going on. Now, there are guys that do that. I'm not sitting there saying that we live in this peachy world where it's not going on. It definitely goes on. But just not at the rate that you. Majority of men aren't tyrannical.
It's like, if I'm walking swiftly, like, please, like,
Let me
let me
go,
walk.
right?
I'm a girl. I'm myself.
Yeah,
Leave
she
me
might be
alone.
late.
I ain't gonna hold you, because
let her go.
as a man, when you see a girl with her friends, it's like, yeah, that's
a waste of your
That's
time.
a red,
Yeah.
like, not a red flag,
You
but that's
got
like
one dick.
I can't talk that
So
right
they
now,
hating,
because
they
I'm
not
gonna be
going.
talking and her friends gonna be like, yeah, hey, anyway, girl, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, so men
you
don't
got
want to
enough
holler.
of that swag, or you got enough of. I'm feel like
That swag.
Bye. Like, I ain't even gonna worry about my friends. And like I said, a lot of times it's like I was like, okay, he had enough of heart, because a lot of guys do think like that. Oh, she with her friend. She, like you said, if you don't get your ass out of here, like, go ahead. Like, no, that is. I was like, oh, all right, what's up?
I say less.
And then it go from there.
Say less.
Listen, fellas, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that lie.
Nah.
They will curve you. Like, they will drag their homegirls away. I promise you, it's not a good.
Yo,
it's
I
not
had a
good
girl.
scenario, bro.
Bro, that's a fact. Now that you say, I had a girl like, yeah, she talking to me. Her friend is pulling her, and she staying in her friend. I'm like, yo, why you hating, bro? Like,
Brothers, this is why we got to focus on ourselves. This is why you have to focus on yourself. Let me tell you why. Because confidence comes from within. So it don't matter what everybody else says success is. You're not going to feel confident until you have your version of success, whatever that is, right? When you have your version of success, you'll have confidence. When you are what you want it to be or close to what you want to be to that final project, you're going to have that confidence. It won't matter. You won't ever catch yourself even wanting to do the fuck you did, bitch move. You know what I'm saying? Because you know when she, like a lot of these chicks, they don't know they look over good guys. They say they want Russell Wilson. They look over Russell Wilson every day. You might, when you got your confidence, when your shit is together, you're going to have your confidence automatically. You know you Russell. Or you know you whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? You know you him, right? When you know you him, you don't care. you don't care. If she lucky, she gonna be able to catch a glimpse of what you really are, and then that's when you pump and dump. I'm just playing. Don't do that. Do with that what you will.
Definitely gonna ride with them.
Do you want somebody that can't think for themselves though?
Thank you.
That would be up to you as a man.
We don't want
But
bots.
how often you gonna choose that?
Ladies, we don't want bots. Like y'all, and you can be. It's not this or that. You see what I'm saying? It's not either you get this loud mouth, tyrannical, disobedient, misbehaving woman, or you get this simple, this putty, this nothing, this girl who doesn't have a mind of her own, this yes man. It's not either or. Like, the word of the day is cooperative, collaboration. We want to be able to collaborate with you, and we need you to cooperate with us. You feel what I'm saying? We need cooperation. Maybe submission. Maybe cooperation is a better word than submission, because I need you. If you're gonna come on to that man's ship, right? He's the captain. You had chance to vet him. You had chances to find out what the mission was, and all of the details before you entered into that relationship, before you got on board that ship. You on the ship now, ma'am. When the captain is speaking, the least you can do is listen. We ain't gonna tell you to shut up, but just listen. That's all we ask. Like, that's all we ask. But instead, the modern woman wants a partner. That's their favorite word now. They want a steering wheel of their own. They want to help. They want, like the old school driver's ed cars and shit. They want to be on the passenger side, but they want control. That's the issue. There's no trust there. If you trusted that man to lead you the way you should, and that's the thing. These men, then stop picking the men that aren't. That's why you vet them. You see what I'm saying? So you vet the man first. You vet the man and his mission before you get on this damn boat. Once you get on this boat, obey the lawful orders. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. And it's not like you're submitting, or because you picked the mission. You vetted him. You vetted his purpose, which is the mission. You agreed to that, and then you entered into a relationship with that he would take you there, would take both of you there. You got to trust that. If you never trusted it, you should have never entered into that relationship, never got on that man's boat. Don't waste his time.
Stranger danger over your homegirl pulling you away.
My thing is, I'm all about the three. Like, if I have things happening three, if I see you on the train and you're staring at me, boom. Or if I'm walking down the street and you're like, we make eyes. I'm like, okay. If I see him again, then I might. Mm-hmm. And then if he comes up, I'm all about energy.
City, you ain't gonna say
No, you're not. I'm just saying.
I'm staring at you on the train. Oh, he a creep. This nigga, creep the nigga.
And they in New York City. If New York City is anything like Chicago, you might not ever see the same stranger twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the?
Staring at me like, bro, it ain't no really.
New York is different. Like,
In the South,
It is,
maybe you
it
get
is.
away with that, but New
You
York,
can't make eye contact. It's 1, 2, 3, turn.
Yeah, that's
You're right. Do you feel like you're actually going on
if you
an
stay at a-
attraction then?
if
Are
you stay
going-
at a girl too long in New York, to get that face she was giving over there,
Let alone, you got to think about even approaching a female at a club and she with her homegirls.
Yeah.
She expecting you to buy her and her homegirl drinks.
That's a
and
fact.
I'm not that nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like yo, you want a drink? You want one?
No, me.
I got a theory on that too, right? My theory goes, if she feeling you, she ain't asking you to buy her friend shit. Now they gonna say it's gonna be, oh yeah, yes we will. If she fuck with you for you, first of all, they kind of try to hide the guys that's like that. They not trying to bring you right around, right? You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to put they voodoo on you before they bring you around the other ones. You know what I'm saying? So they not gonna be quick anyway. Most of the time, if she's trying to hit your pockets like that, day one, whether you got it or not, brothers, you got to understand, like, women are opportunists. They leave out the house on Friday night with their pussy in their purse, and ain't nothing in that purse. They gonna get in the club for free, and they gonna wait by the bar for gumps to come up and tell them they pretty and they fashion overdressed, and buy them and their friends drinks. They didn't pay to get in. They not gonna pay. They not even gonna pay to get home. They're not gonna even pay to get home. So you can let these prehistoric birds take advantage if you want to.
Girl a drink.
No,
Yeah,
me
I would. I'd
personally-
definitely give her a
Yeah,
drink.
no, me personally, yeah, if I'm getting a drink for free, then I definitely ask, like, can you buy my friend a drink too?
No.
If they say no,
Hell
it's
no.
fine.
That girl.
But most of the time, they'll say yeah, and it's just
Because
like,
they trying
okay,
to clap
It's like,
buns.
damn,
They
you ain't
doing
even
it
talking
wrong.
to me. The next thing you say is buy my homegirl
Girl,
a drink.
buy. He a broke nigga. He can't even buy. He can't buy a bottle.
So is this a dude that's guaranteed that you gonna give him your number at the end? Or
Nobody's guaranteed.
Oh
But
no.
Can I ask a
Bruh.
question? Wait. But can I ask a question? I'm not like that. But I mean, it's nothing wrong with being
I'm
like
not
that.
like
But
It is.
no, listen though. Why do it have to be? Well, what is it? Because he's pursuing you. So
I'm pursuing you. How's
I
your,
have vested interest.
how's your friend
Now
even
you
in this?
might just be trying to come over to have a good night. Like, yo, I seen y'all was lit. What's up? Da-da-da.
Y'all, you hear that? Y'all, I
Okay,
said,
okay,
I'm
okay.
talking to you, and you brought y'all.
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm trying to talk to you,
Okay, I get
But
it.
if you say no, then it's fine. I'm just like,
So-
okay, cool.
I got an example. So
but
you
wait, does that change?
Yes, it does.
No,
You're not saying
for
about-
me, no, it doesn't change it.
You wasn't
because-
getting the shit anyway. That's all she's saying.
Bingo.
You wasn't getting no play.
That's a
nigga.
fact. You wasn't
Now
getting
we
it,
just
no.
trying
And
to get
that's
these.
a fact. He was never in the running for no coon, no punani. He was never gonna get none of that. He was never gonna get that. Like, that's why she asked you to buy the homie and them drinks, because she said, "Oh, this looks like a good suspecting sucker who I can hit pockets for the alcohol I can't afford." And you fell for it. 9 times out of 10, they gonna buy it because they got it. It's a trap. Really, it's really a trap. Because unless you want to be called a broke nigga, you know what I mean. You really got to be a real nigga, and what you gonna do? Just buy the drinks, knowing that you gonna, because you know that L imminent. When she asked you about them homegirls, the drink, you could pretty much, you would smoke. Either that or she know you got it. And to me, her knowing you got it and hitting you like that is worse. That's just to me though.
Free drinks. Women come with their purses.
So if he
Nothing
was
in
gonna get the number and then he said,
Oh no, don't start
No,
that.
it be something
'Cause
in
sometimes
it.
y'all don't be
It be
buying
something
drinks.
in it.
I'm not going.
got
to
ID to get in the club.
I feel like
Y'all
for
not
the
going in with
convers-
the intent to buy y'all own drink. Y'all waiting for a nigga to buy y'all drink. We gonna
I
keep real.
don't wait.
See,
I
no,
feel
you
like
thinking about-
if I'm gonna be giving you conversation, I'm gonna be dancing with you for free.
Yeah.
I might as well.
Giving you conversation. Now, it's been about 14, 15 minutes, right? What you think her conversation is like? Pink hair, just now. Blue Jean, she gonna run her mouth all fucking night about shit, and all you gonna be thinking about is how do I get my in her mouth, because nobody wants to hear that word vomit. This one right here, in the middle, strawberry, of the Neapolitan bullshit we got right here. She need to go see the wizard. If I had to guess, it ain't too much going on up there. It just ain't. But she wants you to pay her for her fucking conversation. What we gonna talk about? Huh?
Get a drink out of it, like one drink. Like, come on.
No, I wouldn't mind buying a woman a drink, but I'm saying like
her
you
friend.
bring your friend. Your friend is
Okay.
a no.
Yeah.
Unless I'm getting her number 2, then it's different.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
My
This
friend
nigga
number
said
2.
2.
Do y'all feel
Yeah,
like
Never
my-
just buy.
This got to be said too, fellas. The club is the wrong atmosphere to meet a woman that you want to take seriously anyway. Now, many successful relationships have been put together inside of the club. I do understand that. But what I'm saying is just look at the venue and look at what's going on. So like you see somebody, it's going to only be physical because you can't hear anything they're saying. It's loud. It's dark. The lights are flashy. They're going to look totally different tomorrow. And you under the influence 9 times out of 10. Right? So you're not in a great, you're not in the best situation to make the best decision or to be the best judge of character. It's not a good place. It's just not. Now it's fun. I used to go all the time. Can't really stomach it anymore because I don't drink. And when you don't drink and you go to the club, I just can't help but to wonder how stupid I used to look.
Buy women drinks just because, like, just buy people drinks in general.
See, I'm
Yeah,
not
just
do,
like
do
you
y'all
feel
buy
like-
men just drinks just because?
I mean,
So if
like,
somebody's
I'm
coming to be
balling,
like-
I
If
would,
you balling,
not like a
If I
man,
have
like,
food, I
I'm
got
just
food,
saying,
I'm
like,
getting everybody
humans
food.
in general, like, yo, we just here, hey, man,
Yeah.
When's the last time you brought a
Instead
man a
of-
drink?
shit.
When's the last time you brought a? When's the last time any of y'all brought a man a drink?
Well, my homeboy, I'll get you a drink if it's your
No.
No,
A stranger.
Stranger.
You at the
Stranger.
club, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
At
see
the
a nigga
club.
that's-
I'm not a people person like that. Like I get kind of social anxiety sometimes.
I feel that.
But I mean, like if
Social
I'm
anxiety-
out,
so you
like
can't buy
I
a
have
drink?
even told some like, yo, come on, it's on me today. Like we out. We
Right.
outside.
If the guy,
that's no
I feel like
problem.
it's people
If the-
in general.
A stranger?
Somebody
If the guy
you know,
asks
though.
Not
me-
like I just
We
told
talking
you,
about strangers.
Oh, strangers.
Yeah.
No.
You at the
I'm
club
not-
having a good time.
Yeah.
You see a nigga that's catching your eye, like, yo.
Oh, see,
They wildin' though. I don't expect no. I don't expect no girl to buy me no drink. I mean, I'm not turning them down, ladies. But I just that's never been my. Not something that I would look forward to.
Number drink?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not
Well, why
approaching.
would
Oh,
you
no, I'm not
even-
doing that.
See, I don't
no,
know.
that's not what
I
happened.
wouldn't approach him and be like,
So when you said when the last time that we don't just buy, you was talking about strangers, right?
I'm just saying, like,
In
I
general.
feel like men, I've been around men that just have just been like, yo, I'm buying everything.
In Texas?
Drinks just because.
In Texas?
Yeah.
I mean, they do it. They do it big in Texas. New York, we ain't doing that shit.
Y'all do that shit.
Yo, let me get into this next topic. Could correlate. Right. Do you feel like most men are intimidated by y'all? Like,
Oh God.
Y'all just said it. Y'all said y'all can't approach us in groups and
Y'all scared.
y'all
do you
thinking, like,
feel
should I
personally
approach-
like you intimidate men?
They got intimidated. from
depending
that.
on the situation.
Right, it depends on. I don't think it's intimidation. I just think a lot of men, when they feel like they can't bullshit you, I feel like it's up to the next one. That's how I feel nowadays. But that's just how I feel. Like generally, like, I feel like when
Bullshit you how though?
no, it might not even be bullshit.
Break
It
that
just
down.
might be like, no, I'm lying. When they feel like they can't, I'm not gonna say control. When I feel like they can't get, because like I said, a lot of men come
Controlling
in with
now.
the intent of bullshitting. I mean, you might get a very few men that be like, damn, okay, I want to see how this girl, like, I want to get to know her. I want to.
You mean talk? I'm gonna break down what she's trying to explain to you. She's talking about the men that show up and they're bullshitting because they're trying to fuck. So they don't look at what she got on. She busting out the jean fit, busting out that motherfucker, right? Titties on full display. They tatted up. They got a billboard on front of them bitches. She got the long super weave in, knotless braids. I don't know what something they call something like that. She trying so hard to be seen. And men see her. But they don't see her for what she might want them to see her for, which I don't, and that's what I say might want, because I don't think she even wants to be seen as the relationship girl. That's not the relationship girl there. That's not, she's not dressed. That's not what she's putting on. So like when I'm saying, fellas, when I'm saying put yourself together, Put yourself together to be treated the way you need to be treated, the way you want to be treated. Don't be like her. You run around with your pants hanging off your ass, they gonna treat you like Pookie and Ray Ray whether you are or not. Makes no sense to even put yourself in the same predicament, the same situation, the same stratosphere as them bums. Pull your fucking pants up. It's not that hard. Ladies, I'm not telling you to be a nun. I'm not telling you to wear turtlenecks. I'm not telling you to wear baggy clothes. I'm saying dress appropriately. Like I said, it is hot as hell in New York right now doing this shoot of this. He even said it was hot in the building right now. So I get it. I get it. We're some, but there's a way to do these things. There's a way. There's a way to show skin elegantly. There's a way to have class with everything. Busting at the seams. As a BBL warrior, that's not the way to do it.
Have conversation with her, but then you have the other ones that see you out or see you doing this and be like, oh, she out or she this or she has this on, she had, oh, all right, I'm just gonna fuck or I'm just gonna do it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like they're not really trying to really get to know you or really have a conversation with you. Yes, they might conversate with you or buy you drinks, you know, to take you home. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But then
she is custom built for Pookie. That's who's approaching her. Look at her. Can you see a doctor or lawyer approaching her to vet her seriously as a spouse, as a partner? Do you see that happening for her? A good guy, like maybe an athlete, because football players bang their head a lot. Maybe a rapper, trapper, scammer, some Pookie-ish character. Strawberry in the middle. Bird brain. Same. Jean Jack, she's custom built from the BBL, all of the shit that no man who's gonna want you for you, who's gonna want you to vet you as a wife. They not looking for y'all to be packed full of silicone and with a stomach ass.
then once it's like, oh, they don't see that, it's like, oh, you know what, whatever. Or it's like, it's some men too that look at a female and be like, oh, I already know. She like, nah, she ain't about that. If I ain't got this, I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Oh, forget her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I wouldn't call it intimidation. I just feel like a lot of times men feel like when they can't pursue what they
won't call it intimidation. We'll call it not worth the time. Not worth the time. Like
want or what they can get is like they don't do it. If you get what I'm saying? If that makes sense?
Nothing you said made sense, ma'am.
Thank you.
I get you.
What appears to be
right. What exactly?
Predator and prey. It's what you want to eat that night.
Kind of crazy.
Kelly just went.
I mean, we do it to y'all too. We do it to y'all too. It's nature, you know.
Yeah.
Like you want something,
right?
And if you want to eat right now, or you are ready to get, prepare your meal later and take your time getting it together, or are you ready to eat right now?
I think women often confuse. Like,
she got that microwave pussy. We ready to eat right now. That's why we hollering at you. Blue jean dress, blue jean fit, whatever the fuck. You got microwave pussy. We want that now. That's what we want that for. We want that in 15 minutes or less. We not trying to play with you because you dress like you are promoting that's what you own. You leading with ass and titties. That's what you own. You dig what I'm saying? Like dark skin, chocolate, and the one that's sitting up. Those two, the jury is still out. But the two, strawberry and vanilla, them two of the birds. Unless you want a hard life, you will avoid them. You will avoid those kind.
Intimidation with just unpleasantry. Like some men, they might not approach you because they feel like you just genuinely unpleasant person. Like, you know what I mean? So women would take that as, oh, he's intimidated by me, and that don't got nothing to do with it. Like, you know what I mean? So
intimidated by
the characteristics of unpleasant.
Just attitude, like that is.
Well, a lot of black women have strong facial features, so
yeah, but your face ain't got to be like
You could tell when somebody's interested in your conversation or your approach.
Y'all get smile. Black women, y'all allowed to smile. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gotta be serious all the time. Like,
and when a nigga say, yo, you can smile, that's not.
A nigga don't tell me when to smile. I smile when I want to smile. Like,
they tearing your ass up for that.
Going on. Like, yo. How y'all feel about that topic?
I don't feel like men are really intimidated. I just think it's hard to approach women nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way you can just
it's not worth
come
the time
up and speak to. It's so hard. Like, you have to meet them at work where they kind of get a vibe for you, or you got to know them, or a friend of a friend. It's no way you can approach a woman in the street nowadays.
That's so crazy to me.
And your chances are better talking to a female on social.
She said, "That's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me that y'all pride yourselves on being unapproachable, on being intimidating, and then say, it's so crazy to me that men won't approach me."
Media than talking to her in person.
That's true.
That's true. Men are so, I don't want to necessarily use the word intimidated, but I feel like a lot of men of today's generation don't know how to approach women outside of social media because everyone has gotten so used to dating online. So now when everyone's gotten used to being online in general. Or
the modern woman is so utterly disrespectful. So that man can walk up to you polite, pleasant, and give you a compliment and get met with vitriol, anger, and aggression. That's going to automatically put him in a bad point because at the end of the day, it's a cat barking at a dog. But they paint you in a way that will make you look like a monster if you did anything else. That's why I say kill them with kindness, fellas. Like, when they get on that bullshit, when you shoot your shot, sometime your shot gonna suck. You gonna airball, you know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna come off and she gonna 86 your ass. That's cool. You might not have been able to shoot your shot with grace, but you could fail with grace, fellas. Fail with grace. Grace give you another chance. You don't understand how many dudes fail with grace. And maybe the friend came in, you might have, you know what I'm saying? Because she saw, oh, that was a nice guy. Why would you da-da-da-da? And she might, you fail with grace. You never know who watching. That's the best advice I could give, man. Because you're not going to win them all, man. It's a numbers game. It really is. Even for the top guys, a lot of times they don't wear, I'm a top guy on my sleeve. I know guys that millionaires drive Prius back and forth to work every day. Millionaires. But this is the thing. They don't wear, oh, I'm that guy. So he might get shitted on. But he got to have the confidence to know. Like your mom used to say, they're missing out on you, son.
Like, people can't hold a conversation with random people like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's very hard for people. Half of us have social anxiety. Like, niggas just scared to talk to each other. Yeah. So it's like, I've seen
niggas
this happen multiple times. Dudes have seen me out. You know me kind of by association, but instead of approaching me in public, you want to slide in my DMs when you could have just talked to me when you saw me.
He couldn't. Men are very calculated. Like, you get what I'm saying? So if they have a history of approaching women in a respectful manner and they just walking fast, like you were saying earlier, or
bugging out on them.
I'm by myself in the street, I have to have this defense mechanism up. We're calculated. You get what I'm saying? So on social media, it's easier because you ain't got to worry about having that guard up because you're not in the street. You ain't got to worry about him being a predator.
In other instances where it could be easy for men to approach women, they don't do it. Like, if you're at a bar, a club, a restaurant, men will sit there. I've seen it happen multiple times. Dudes just sitting there staring at a girl. I'm like, just go fucking talk to her. Like, why are you?
This ain't the 8th grade dance. Don't try to make it seem like they just so intimidating. Oh, it's a girl and I don't know what to say. That's not what's going on. You know it's not. You go over there, it's a whole lot you got to get past. You got to get past whoever she's in the restaurant with, whoever she's in the place with, because guess what? As soon as you walk up and you speak to her, what you did do, you did not choose the friend. So those are 3 or 4 or whoever many other people are with her that didn't get chose. So and don't let you pick the one that's not the leader. Oh my God, it's gonna be an issue because the leader will shoot you down for no reason but the fact that you didn't holler at her first. It's all type of weird shit that you got to deal with that goes through men's mind. And it's not that, oh, she's so gorgeous that I'm intimidated, or oh, she's so put together, I don't feel like I measure up. Nobody's thinking that shit. Nobody's thinking that. I'm not nobody, but most of us aren't thinking that. Most of us are thinking you don't look worth the time. It's simple. It's I'm gonna go over here. I'm and risk rejection when it's high. Like, we can look at it. Men are reasonable. We're logical. We do read the room a lot of times, especially good men. They do read the situation. They critical thinkers. They looked around, they analyzed it. They said, she got 3 grenade launchers with her. I don't feel like it. Active grenade launchers. I don't feel like it. Not worth the time, man. Maybe if I could get you off by yourself or something like that, but even then you risk looking like a weirdo. What you gonna do? Follow her to the bathroom? Wait outside the bathroom door? I don't know what the fuck you do, but I'm gonna tell you this. That's why they just don't. That's why they don't, ma'am. It's not because you're intimidating, it's because you're not worth it. Or maybe you are worth it, but modern women have conditioned men in a way that it's not worth it to us. It's not worth it to even try to find out. Like, that's why I tell the guys to shoot that shot anyway. Shoot it anyway, but be ready to fail with grace. Humor always helps. If you're a humorous guy, you got a good sense of humor, you got some charisma about yourself. If you can entertain the security guards that you call friends, if you can find a way to slip their defenses, because that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do some Indiana Jones-esque shit to get by them. But if you got what it takes, man, some guys, y'all got what it takes, but you got to understand, when you fail, if you fail, just do it with grace, brother. Just do it with grace.
Instagram. I seen you at the
bar. Oh my God, that is creepy.
Corny. Stalky too. It's like, damn, I just saw this nigga. Why he ain't say anything?
Yes.
I feel like it's time for y'all to change y'all's approach. I think that's what it's really calling for.
What approach would that be?
I feel like the old school approach was, hey, mama.
It's time for us to change our approach. So this is something I read somewhere too. It's like, when you point your finger, when you say somebody else is the issue, then it takes it off of you, right? So if I say you need to change your approach, then I don't need to change anything. Typically, when you're dealing with modern women, that's what you're going to deal with. Why can't men? Men should be better. Men should vet women better. You shouldn't be having babies. If you don't want to have babies with these crazy ladies, then just keep your dick in your pants, is what they tell us. But when it comes to them, you should be better. Men should be better. They was tricked. He was a narcissist. They love to label you a narcissist. The reason they love to label you a narcissist is because nobody would fault them for being taken advantage of by a narcissist, because narcissists are conniving. They're smart. They're calculated guys or girls, whichever one. And so when you lose to one of these highly charismatic assholes, it's okay. It was no way. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't your fault. It's a narcissist. These things happen, right? They're good actors. But that's not right, because he's not a narcissist. He's an idiot. He's an idiot, and ma'am, so are you. Because you were fooled by that idiot. You went around and you tell everybody about how terrible your baby daddy was, or how much of a shitbag all of your exes were. The issue with that is you're the common denominator, ma'am. Like, in all of those relationships, the only thing that was always present was you. It's the only thing. Even if it can be a coincidence, it can be a coinky-dink. That's a fact. But typically it's not. Typically it's just not. I'm gonna let this run a little while long. Let me see if they get into it.
Niggas ain't doing that.
No, listen, that's what they used to do. That's what they used. They do a little bit.
And then since you were like, bitch, fuck you, you ugly anyway.
Yeah, no.
Pookie and Ray.
I hate it.
You just was saying I was cute.
I feel like it's like two
Right.
extremes. It's like the old school way of doing things, and then introverted way, because you don't want to mess up the calculations or mess up, your mood for that entire day.
I just like social media fucked up.
Niggas got to get rejected 1,000 times before speaking to one woman, like,
and we have to.
You do.
We have to tell
Y'all
people
not
stop
even
following us.
Yeah, you do.
So let's
Yeah.
let's
That's why
get
you gotta
real
fail
about
with
that.
grace,
we both
brother.
dealing with some struggles.
I wouldn't
here.
approach a female at night at all,
Right.
unless we in a
It's not
club
even
setting.
about at night.
mean,
Yeah, that's a
Walking
fact.
around and a nigga just be following you.
Now there is some crazy niggas out there. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But
But-
when we ask women, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When we ask women what's the correct approach, they can never give us an answer. It's always this mysterious. If the moon is full on a blue night, if I'm in this specific situation,
The wind is blowing
underneath
northwest to south.
Yeah, like-
Some
Okay, so like
subjective,
Devin, right? If we were out somewhere, whatever,
intangible
you were like,
bullshit.
"Oh, hi, what's up? What's your name? What you doing?" Whatever. Like, I go off like vibes.
She got to shut
So-
up. I'm sorry. I can't hear her talk no more. I can't. Like, she gonna run the show too. It's always the loudest. It's always the loudest one. It's always that one. It's always that one. Well, fellas, ladies, we've been trying to ask ladies to be more approachable, try to smile more. But I also believe, men, we need to give you a reason to smile. That's why, like, I'm no fan of these pickup artists or the guys that try to teach these guys how to talk to women, because it all seems so corny. But guys, you got to do what you got to do. Like, if you just don't naturally have it, you're going to have to look into ways of improving it. I mean, I don't know what you do. I don't know if you're going to go subscribe to Taekwondo and get you some wrist training or some shit. I don't know what to tell you. But at the end of the day, you're going to start read a book. Start with How to Win Friends and Influence People. That'll help you. That'll help you a lot. I mean, if you got to have, you don't have to have, but charisma helps. Humor helps. Money helps. I'm just bullshit, but it does. It absolutely does. If you're having problems with women, focus on yourself. If you're having problems with women, just back off of them altogether and focus on yourself. Because I'm telling you, when you get to the guy that you can be proud of, when you get to that guy, your confidence is going to be so high that you can shoot 100 shots a day, 1,000,000 shots. It ain't going to matter to you because you can fail with that grace. Like, I don't know why people think like, okay, rejection sucks, but we need to be hurrying up and failing. You need to be rushing to failure because success is on the other side of failure. All of the big guys all failed multiple times on the grand stage in the worst ways. So what the fuck make you think you gonna skip the part where you get humiliated or rejected or all of this shit? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If you play the game long enough, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to us all. I got lucky. I've been married a long time already. That's not for everybody though. Marriage isn't even for everybody though. So you gotta understand what's good for you, what works for you. Focus more on your purpose, fellas. Focus on your purpose. It will never fail you. On your way to the top, the quality of female is going to get better and better and better, and typically younger and younger. Not too young, though. I'm from Chicago. We don't know R. Kelly shit, though. None of that. But you get what I'm saying. On your road to the top, fellas, it's going to get easier, but you got to start working on yourself. The answer isn't abandon them. The answer isn't, like, you don't got to fix the world, fellas. You just got to fix the one for you. And what you got to understand is the same way you're going to have to fix something in her, she's going to fix something in you. Y'all both, nobody is coming into this thing 100%. Both of y'all going to need work regardless. Y'all have to collaborate. Y'all going to have to compromise. And I'm going to tell you, if you base your relationship on that fleeting feeling called happiness, that shit's bound to fail. It's bound to fail. If you think that you're supposed to wake up every day of your life and be happy, you out of your goddamn mind. I don't know who told you that or what world you live in. I don't even know nobody who ever lived like that. And you're talking about, think about it. Don't matter how rich you are. These rich people be depressed as well. They have all type of anxiety and shit. The same. So the fact that you think that you might not be happy for a while. There might be spells of maybe you're not unhappy, but you're just not happy. You gotta understand that that's a fleeting feeling, and you can find that. But your relationship isn't necessarily built on happiness. Love is paramount, but it's not even necessarily built on love. After when you start talking about marriage, and building families, you start talking about duty. Love always has to be there. It always gonna have to be prevalent, and happiness should be there for the most part. Look, marriage isn't this. Every time I see people talk about marriage, it seems like it's locked down, like your life ends. I was watching Lori Harvey and we might do a reaction to that. Matter of fact, I might actually do a reaction to that. She had an interview with Tiana Taylor, and she's sitting down, and she said she came to her new realization when she almost got married too young, like her life was gonna be over. And it's like, damn, marriage meant your life was over. That if you feel like your life is over after you get married, then I would suggest you don't get married. That if that means the end of your life, don't do that. If that's what it feels like to you. If that's the sentiment you're going into it with, then don't do it. Don't do it. It's not for everybody. It's not. Most you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, women, bet these guys better. Stay away from the Pookies and the Ray Rays. The Pookies and the Ray Rays are very easy. Very easy. Very easy to spot. That's why I show you no mercy. Like, you can want to believe the lies that he tell, and he's not even a good liar. He's not a good liar, but you want to believe him because that's what you want. Like I said, it's like going to the grocery store. You got a cart full of candy. They're going to rot your fucking teeth out. You better get you some vegetables. You better get you some protein. You better get you some good besides sugar. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. Make sure you go ahead. Now, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. You might as well like and subscribe. We done already been on here, I don't know. We ain't been on here a while. Where I'm at an hour or close to it. Go ahead and subscribe. But until next time, I'm out, man.
Just me, my lady, I don't need no guys. Hand squad. Just me, my lady, I don't need no guys. Headed to the top, I don't need no ride. I'm so fly, how fly is he? I can stop now, let the beat just ride. Niggas like, might as well join them. Nothing we can do to defeat those guys. Us to the world like Bonnie and Clyde. She was there when niggas wouldn't loan me a dime. She was there when I was feeling lonely inside. Niggas not real cause it's all in disguise. I can feel the hate cause it's all in your vibe. Diamond in the rough, yeah, start on the rise. Big confidence, that's all on my stride. Money, 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 that's all on my mind. Yeah, see, it's just me and my old lady. Born all in the 90s, but